Two quick things before I get into the video. So number one is that I'm not trying to glorify any of the stuff I talk about, and I'm not trying to condone it. I'm just telling you guys about my experiences, you know, because I feel like I've talked about this stuff for a few months now, but like I haven't really talked about myself that much, so I kind of want to start doing that. And then another thing you may hear, I got a space heater next to me because the furnace in our house is broken, and conveniently it's also the coldest week we've had so far. So it's going good. Try not to freeze to death, so we got that cranked up. You may hear it throughout the video, whatever, but let's get into it. Big Dunk! What's up, guys? So I haven't posted in a bit. It's been a little bit. I was busy with schoolwork and then, you know, working over Thanksgiving break and all that. Yeah, funny, my break I was working. So, you know, I wanted to come back with a banger of a video. And something that's not as much as me just, like, you know, talking about a specific product. I want to talk about me, myself. So I figured what better video to start on talking about myself than, you know, my first time smoking. Or I guess my first time getting high. Because I'll get into what that means later. But before we do that, I think it's only right. I can't really do it outside, unfortunately, because it's also just rainy along with being cold. So I'll take just a nice little card to rip to start it out, and then I'll have my pens, so, you know, throughout the video I can be ripping those. Hope you guys are ripping along. Hope you guys are doing well. You know, I have been mainly doing the Fortnite videos just because I was a little busy, and I couldn't, like, really sit down and record a video. I just had, like, the backlog of stuff I had edited that I was putting out. But, I mean, classes are kind of coming to a wrap. I just have, like, one more week where it's, like, you know, going crazy, and then I'm going to be chilling. So let's see. I only have a little bit of the rosin left, so we'll just grab a little bit of that. There we go. Alright, everyone. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking on. 80 subscribers. We're 20 away from 100. That'd be crazy. I'm still going to try to smoke a whole eighth in one sitting if we get to 100. So keep that in mind while you're watching if you're not subscribed. See, a little bit left. Boom, you know, a quick little dab just to get the gears spinning, just to get the vibes up. Let me just clean it out and then we'll just start getting right into the story. Alright, let's get into the story. Before I do though, I just want to apologize in advance if this is a little scatterbrained. I've never historically been the best storyteller. I tend to kind of go off on tangents and stuff, so I'm going to try to keep it as streamlined as possible, but, you know, you might have to bear with me. Maybe it's more entertaining that way, though, you know? If you just have someone telling a story, it's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. But if you got a jackass like me who just starts talking about some random stuff for 5 minutes, that might be better. So, you know, let's start out. But this story begins 5 years ago. Actually, more than 5 years ago now. This was, like, late October 2018. So, kind of beginning of my freshman year of high school. In my first official time smoking, I actually didn't get high. I don't know if that's something you guys have ever encountered. I've heard a lot of people just from, like, friends and people I've talked to, you know, that, like, the first time they smoked, they, like, didn't feel it. They didn't have the effects. I don't know if it's just something with, like, the brain isn't, like, even wired to take the fucking THC. So, you know, the first time the brain's like, what the hell? And then the second time it knows what to do, and then that's when you get cooked. So the first time I actually smoked, I didn't get high, so I'm not going to really talk about that much. It was just, you know, my friend had a pen, 2018 pen. I probably, like, was ripping straight pesticides, so maybe that's why I didn't get high. But, like, you know, ripped the pen in the bathroom. I'm thinking, oh, man, I'm going to be cooked in class. What the hell? Nothing. I was just like, oh, just a normal day for me. So, you know, that wasn't that interesting, but, you know, I've heard a lot of people have that same experience where, like, the first time doesn't do shit. So if you guys have had that, let me know, because I want to know if I'm just, maybe I was getting fucking scammed, or, you know, maybe it's something with my brain chemistry. So the first real time, I don't remember the exact date. I wish I could, but I do know it's, like, later into October, because I remember another time after, it was, like, November 5th. This was, like, one of the first few times we had smoked, but it wasn't, like, the first time we did some, like, crazy shit. So Anyways, this is probably like later into October. It's still like kind of warm, so you know, I do remember it wasn't super cold. And it was like a Friday night, and I remember that because on Friday nights my high school would have, you know, the football games. So I was like, hey mom, you know, me and my friends were gonna go out to the football game. Could I have $10 for, you know, tickets and concessions? So she says, yeah. Sorry mom, I don't think she's ever gonna watch this, but you know, if she sees this, sorry. Instead, we pooled our money together, each threw in $10, and then me and my two boys, we got an eighth. And then fuck yeah, so it's probably like, what time is it? It's like 7:30, 8 at night, so it's like getting dark. And we had just gotten back from getting the bud. And we stopped by my boy's grandma's house before going to the smoke spot. And he was like, oh, I'm going to get where we're going to smoke out of. So, you know, I'm expecting maybe like a pipe, maybe some papers, you know, maybe something. This dude comes back out of the house with tinfoil and a water bottle. So that's how you already know it's going to be good. I wasn't that, like, unfamiliar with people smoking out of water bottles at the time, because even though I had never smoked out of one before and I had never really smoked period, my older brother, when he used to smoke, he was like, you know, taking the jeebs and stuff, so I'd see the jeebs lying around in the backyard, so I like knew what it was, so I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. But I mean, hey, my brother does it and he's still standing, so it can't possibly kill me, even though, you know, if you are watching this video and you haven't smoked yet, I'm not going to tell you to smoke, but if you're considering it, don't do it out of a bottle, please save yourself. So, and the way we did it was honestly worse than a Jeep, because so we got out to the smoke spot, which was like the woods behind the elementary school we all used to go to. And so he takes the bottle and he just kind of holds the neck like that, takes the tinfoil on his thumb and like pushes it in so we have a bowl shape. And then he just takes a pencil out of his backpack, pokes like 2 or 3 holes in it, you know, just so there's airflow. Handbrake the bud, and then boom, you put it in. He already had a hole poked in the bottom. Now, normally when you smoke out of a bottle, like you think of the bottle jeeps, right? It's like you got the drill bit thing on top, and then you have it in like a cup or something to like pull the water out, so you know it just auto draws. We were using this shit like a pipe, so you know you pack the tinfoil bowl. Don't smoke out of tinfoil either. That probably took like 5 years off of my life, just smoking this one tinfoil bottle pipe. So he took the fucking lighter. You have the hole in the bottle here, you just, and I'm telling you, this is like the hottest, harshest smoke you can ever get. Don't smoke like this. It's not advisable. This is something we did. We were fucking, you know, freshmen in high school. Didn't really have much money to like buy a pipe or buy shit like that. You know, we're worried, oh, if we do buy a pipe, parents going to toss it out. So, you know, we were just working with what we got. But if you have the facilities to do something better, you know, don't be doing the bottles. So yeah, we're just kind of, I remember we're like sitting out on a log kind of in the woods, you know, we found this nice big, I might have even been a fallen tree or something, but like, we're just chilling there. So my boy, he packs his bowl, you know, he goes, and then, you know, all is good, you know, he coughs a little bit. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm probably going to be coughing a bit because he's done it before. He hands the shit to me. I'm like, God damn. So he has to like, I don't know why I was so stupid back then, but I like couldn't for the life of me get the fucking lighter to work or something. I don't know, man. So anyways, he lit it, so I was just like, you know, take my rip. You know, I'm gonna take the pen to just symbolize my rip. So, you know, pretend this is a bottle, and my boy is lighting this. That's a tinfoil thing. So he goes like, I know for a fact I did not like full inhale and do that. I inhaled, I was like, you know, like, you know, you taking a rip and then you cough with the smoke in your lungs. You like cough as you're hitting it. Thank God my boy like moved it out of the way, because I probably would have shot the whole bowl flying out. It wasn't that pleasant to smoke, you know, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, you can't really expect quality smoke when you're smoking out of tin foil. So, you know, it didn't feel that good going down, but you know, we chilled, so we passed it around a few more times, and we're still sitting there, you know, just hanging out, chatting, and I'm not feeling shit. So I'm like, dude, what is wrong with me? Am I just like immune to this stuff? Am I like not allowed to get high? Is this like a punishment or something? So I'm sitting there, we're just chatting, and then, you know, we're in the woods, so you kind of hear some rustling, like, oh, that's a fox, that's a squirrel, whatever, we're chilling. We start hearing some big rustling. And like, I mean, looking back, it's probably like, what, a deer or something, nothing major. But when you're like, first time smoking, you're sitting in the woods behind the school, and you're a kid, bro, you're thinking that's like the DEA fucking running at you trying to lock you up. So once we start hearing some stuff like rustling close to us, we bolted. And I remember as soon as I stood up, so like we're sitting on the log, I'm not feeling shit, I'm feeling normal. Like literally as soon as I stood up, it was like I just switched into fucking Yodi land. I didn't even know what Yodi land was back then, but that's how I'm gonna describe it. I was just like, holy shit. So we're running, and I straight feel like I'm in a movie because like I don't even feel the wind hitting my face. I don't feel my limbs moving. I don't feel tired. I don't feel anything. I'm just like chilling. It's like I'm spectating this shit through my eyes, but like it's not me doing it. So that felt weird as hell. I just remember booking it down the hill. So we all just sprinted back to his grandma's house, you know, no brakes. And then as soon as we got there and stopped running, it fucking hit me how much we ran. Because it wasn't that much, like a quarter mile. But I'm not going to lie, I used to be a little chubby back then. And I mean, after smoking, you know, it kind of takes a toll on your lungs. So, you know, we were just gasping at the end. We just laid down in the yard for a bit, caught our breath, and then we went inside. And bro, when I tell you, we were just like fucking, like I was a zombie for a bit. Because it wasn't even like we took one hit. No, we went through like maybe a gram and a half combined. You know, pretty good when you're like just chiefing out of a fucking bottle. So we each got like 3 good hits from it. So I was like cooked. I just remember I was lying there on his couch in the basement. I had my phone on my chest just playing some music. And I'm pretty sure it was the same song. I want to say it was Hellboy by Trippie Redd. I want to say it was Hellboy. It was some Trippie song. I just know I was listening to that for like 15 minutes straight or something. It felt way longer, but like, dude, I was just chilling. And then we had some fucking McChickens. Because I forgot to mention this earlier, but we copped at the mall. And up at the mall, there's like the food court. So, you know, after we copped, we went up to the food court. And this was back, McChicken was still $1. The cookie was still $1. So we got like 2 McChickens each, 2 cookies each. We had, oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. So we had that. And I swear to God, like that converted me to the Church of McChicken. And I was there in the Church of McChicken until they raised it to what? It's like $2.49 now. I'm not buying that. That's a scam. I'm sorry. But like, dude, that was the best McChicken I've ever had. That was the best fucking oatmeal raisin cookie I've ever had. I can't lie. Ooh, it was good. But I mean, that's about it. I'm not gonna lie. I expected the story to be a bit longer. I didn't ramble as much. And I don't think I left anything crazy out. It wasn't the craziest story, but you know, I still want to like tell you guys, you know, I guess my origin story. So my origin story was sitting in a log on the woods, smoking out of a fucking bottle with tinfoil on top, and then bolting because we probably heard a deer. So that's what's up. But I mean, let me know your first time smoking down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And yeah, let me know what kind of other stuff you want to hear from me. I'm definitely going to make a story about like, you know, maybe getting too high sometimes. I might make a story or a video just talking about my time smoking out of the bottles, you know, why you shouldn't do that. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff I could talk about. I'm definitely going to try to be more consistent with the videos for you guys, but you know, I did get a little behind on schoolwork from like procrastinating and then all this stuff over Thanksgiving week. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it wasn't too disjointed. Let's take a little blinker for the end of the video, shall we? Cheers. Wait, I gotta... This is the Peaches cart. From the dopest. This has now become my favorite one. From the box. Which box was it? That was the October box, right? This one's my favorite. The mango honestly kind of fell off. I'm not gonna lie. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Dunk out.